Who is the greatest general in history? Let's take a look at some of the top contenders: Genghis Khan, Alexander the Great, Julius Caesar, and Napoleon Bonaparte. While these men have much in common, there are good reasons to consider each of them the greatest general in history. Genghis Khan was the founder and first great Khan of the Mongol Empire. His military genius led the nomadic Mongol tribes to conquer most of Asia and Eastern Europe in the 13th century. During his lifetime, he was known as the Scourge of God. He is also considered one of the most influential and important figures of the 20th century. Historians estimate that around 40 million people died during his conquests. Genghis Khan is credited with uniting the nomadic tribes of Mongolia into an empire. Before Genghis Khan came along, there were many small nomadic tribes across Mongolia. But after his conquests, there was only one: the Mongol Empire. He also introduced accounting rules, legal reforms, and other policies which allowed his empire to thrive. Alexander the Great, the King of Macedon, was one of the most successful military commanders in ancient times. He conquered Persia, Egypt, and most of India between 336 and 323 BC. He won his battles through clever tactics and innovative strategies. He was also famous for his ability to inspire his soldiers to fight bravely in battle. His empire stretched from Greece to India. Alexander the Great is perhaps best known for his military campaigns, but he was also a great administrator. He founded cities, built roads, issued coins, and established a royal bureaucracy. Julius Caesar was a Roman general and statesman who played a critical role in the events that led to the rise of the Roman Empire. He conquered Gaul, defeated Pompey and Crassus, and eventually became the dictator of Rome. Despite being assassinated by members of the Roman Senate, he is still regarded as one of the greatest generals in Roman history. As a military leader, Julius Caesar was known for his skill in battle and his ability to inspire his troops. One of his most famous victories came at the Battle of Alesia, where he successfully laid siege to and captured a heavily fortified city. Another notable achievement was his conquest of Gaul, which brought vast territories and wealth to Rome. His military success was due in part to his innovative tactics and his willingness to use new technologies. For example, he was one of the first Roman generals to use artillery, and he made extensive use of cavalry in his campaigns. In addition to his military skills, Julius Caesar was also a brilliant strategist. He understood the importance of logistics and supply, and he was able to build up strong alliances with local leaders throughout his campaigns. These skills were essential to his success in Gaul and elsewhere. Napoleon Bonaparte was a French military leader and emperor who is regarded as one of the greatest generals in history. He rose to prominence during the French Revolution and went on to conquer much of Europe in the early 19th century. Napoleon was a brilliant tactician and strategist who was able to achieve stunning victories against much larger armies. Some of his most famous battles include the Battle of Lodi, the Battle of Austerlitz, and the Battle of Friedland. He was also a skilled administrator who was able to maintain order and stability in his vast empire. Despite his many achievements, Napoleon eventually lost power and was exiled to a remote island. However, his military genius has never been forgotten. So who is the greatest general in history? Genghis Khan, Alexander the Great, Julius Caesar, or Napoleon Bonaparte? Each of these men had a profound impact on the course of history. They were brilliant military commanders who led their armies to victory in countless battles. They were also great leaders and administrators who were able to build and maintain vast empires. Ultimately, it is up to you to decide who is the greatest general in history. Now let's dive deeper into the life and achievements of each of these great generals. We'll start with Genghis Khan, the legendary Mongol warrior who united the nomadic tribes of Mongolia and forged one of the largest empires in history. We'll explore how he rose to power, his military tactics and strategies, and his lasting legacy on world history. Next, we'll turn our attention to Alexander the Great, the Macedonian king who conquered the Persian Empire and spread Greek culture to the farthest reaches of the known world. We'll examine his early life and military training, his epic battles, and his contributions to the Hellenistic period. Then we'll discuss Julius Caesar, the Roman general and statesman who played a pivotal role in the transformation of the Roman Republic into the Roman Empire. We'll cover his rise to power, his military campaigns in Gaul and his defeat of Pompey, as well as his controversial assassination and his enduring legacy in Roman history. Finally, we'll look at Napoleon Bonaparte, the French military leader who dominated European politics in the early 19th century. We'll analyze his rise to prominence during the French Revolution, his brilliant military campaigns, and his ultimate downfall and exile. As we delve into the lives of these great generals, we'll consider what made them so successful in war, how they shaped the political and cultural landscape of their time, and how their actions continue to resonate in the modern world. Whether you're a history buff or just someone who appreciates the accomplishments of great men, you're sure to be impressed by the stories of Genghis Khan, Alexander the Great, Julius Caesar, and Napoleon Bonaparte. So sit back, relax, and get ready to learn about some of the most amazing people who ever lived. Genghis Khan was born in 1162 AD in a small town called Kente in Mongolia. His birth name was Temujin, and he belonged to the Mongol Borjigit clan. When Genghis was 9 years old, a rival clan poisoned his father, Yesuge, and this caused his mother to take him and his siblings on a long journey to find refuge among other clans. During this time, Genghis and his family faced many hardships, including food shortages and attacks from other clans. This experience shaped his character and motivated him to seek revenge against those who had wronged his family. Genghis Khan's rise to power began when he rescued a member of a rival clan who had been captured by another clan. This act of bravery and generosity earned him the respect of the clan leader, who agreed to help him unite the Mongol tribes under his banner. Genghis quickly proved himself to be a capable leader, and his reputation as a warrior and strategist grew. With the support of his followers, he launched a series of military campaigns to conquer neighboring tribes and expand his empire. Alexander the Great was born in Pella, the capital of the Kingdom of Macedon, in 356 BC. His father was King Philip II of Macedon, and his mother was Olympias, the daughter of Neoptolemus I of Epirus. From an early age, Alexander showed exceptional qualities as a leader, displaying intelligence, courage, and a strong sense of justice. At the age of 13, Alexander was sent to the renowned philosopher Aristotle as his tutor. Under Aristotle's guidance, he studied a wide range of subjects, including literature, philosophy, science, and politics. This education had a profound impact on Alexander's development and would later influence his decisions as a ruler. In 336 BC, when Alexander was 20 years old, his father, King Philip II, was assassinated. Alexander succeeded his father to the throne and became the ruler of the Kingdom of Macedon. He faced numerous challenges, including internal rebellions and external threats from the Persians. However, Alexander's determination and military prowess enabled him to overcome these obstacles and expand his empire. Julius Caesar was born in Rome on July 100th BC. He was from the patrician gens Julia, which was a prominent and influential family in Roman society. Caesar's early life was marked by tragedy as he lost his father when he was just 16 years old, and then his mother and 2 brothers not long after. Despite these setbacks, he received a classical Roman education and was well-versed in the arts, literature, and philosophy. Caesar's political career began with his election as a quaestor in 81 BC, which was the lowest of the 4 main magistracies in ancient Rome. He held various public offices over the next decade, including aedile, praetor, and consul. Through his political activities, Caesar gained valuable experience and forged important alliances that would serve him well in his later career. In 60 BC, Caesar formed a political alliance with 2 influential senators, Pompey, and Crassus, known as the First Triumvirate. This alliance gave him access to vast resources and allowed him to pursue his ambitious goals. One of Caesar's most significant achievements during this period was his conquest of Gaul. He campaigned there for 8 years, from 58 to 50 BC, and his victories in this region expanded Rome's territory and wealth. Napoleon Bonaparte was born on August 15, 1769, in Ajaccio, a city on the French island of Corsica. Napoleon's father, Carlo Buonaparte, was a member of the minor nobility in Corsica, and his mother, Maria Letizia Ramolino, was from a local family of landowners. Despite his humble origins, Napoleon displayed a keen intellect and an ambitious spirit from an early age. Napoleon's military career began during the French Revolution when he joined the Paris National Guard as a young artillery officer. His skills and bravery quickly caught the attention of his superiors, and he was promoted through the ranks. Napoleon's first taste of real military action came during the French campaign in Italy from 1796 to 1797. He led the army to a series of stunning victories against the Austrians, establishing his reputation as a brilliant tactician and strategist. Napoleon's success in Italy earned him widespread acclaim, and he returned to France as a national hero. If you want to learn more about Alexander the Great, click here. If you want to learn more about Julius Caesar, click here. If you want to learn more about Napoleon Bonaparte, click here. And if you want to learn more about Genghis Khan, click here. Thanks for watching.